The Southern Rivers CMA established a Community Partnerships Fund in 2004. The fund supports partnership projects between organisations to deliver natural resource management education, training and capacity building to local communities. The Travelling Environmental Education Stall is a partnership between the Lilli Pilli Malua Bay Landcare Group and Eurobodalla Shire Council.
Basically, it's a display area of all the photographs of the environmental exotic plants that are invading the coast, as an example of things people oughtn't to be growing in their gardens or that they need to be aware of that are escaping into the bush. For 2001, we had the first such stall, our Landcare group, at the Malua Bay shops, and we had signs up and we had pots of agapanthus and pots of lilies, and to our horror someone came up and asked if we were selling them. So then we realised, these are popular plants that we're trying to tell people we don't really want in the bush.
Because we do have so much bushland around our areas, that the weeds or garden plants that are in people's backyards are not actually staying there, that they are spreading into the bushland through various means. So therefore, if we can educate the community in ways to either manage the plants that they've got or to come up with alternatives that are more suitable to living in the environment that we do live in, is much more favourable for the environment, but also all the work that the Landcare groups are doing. It's helping each other, that we're not actually working against each other, we're working together to improve the condition of the environment.
I know a few of them, but it's hard I find that hard at times to distinguish them. As in the fireware, even though you're looking for it, it's hard to really know what you're looking at or what you're looking for until the young lady here described it for me. Somebody like me might be thinking about things like this, but that it's also exposing it, I believe, to a different range of people. So yes, it's very important.
The teas has been extremely successful. Initially, I was contacting the community groups to get involved with their groups. However, some of the community groups were contacting me 6-9 months in advance for me to go and present to those groups. So for them to actually be engaging me rather than the reverse was a huge bonus. Likewise, people have actually been ringing me up wanting the plant swaps in their community, so where they get free native plants, exchanging them for weeds. Same as the weed of the month that was in the paper. People were ringing up asking for more information or to actually join a Landcare group, so it's been a huge success. There's many people now much more aware of weeds and what they have in their backyard and how it does affect the bushland, and also actually working with the nurseries. They're the people who sell those garden plants to the community, and if they are much more aware and now less inclined to sell those weeds, then we're working together.
Tracy and I were approached by Courtney from the council to come along and do a talk on water-wise plants, native plants and noxious weeds. A lot of people don't realise when they're planting their garden that they could be putting a noxious weed into the community, and since the workshop we've made people a lot more aware of what could go wrong with them planting that plant, and more or less not telling them not to plant it, but making them aware of what could happen if they do plant that plant. It was worthwhile the exercise. We're going to work with the council again and have an ongoing seminar here where we can keep up to speed with what's going on with the noxious weed list, and keep on top of that and let the community know what's happening as well.
It's given us encouragement to know that this stall is going around and more people are learning about the weeds that are invading. And I think our council has a very good environment team who are encouraging us as Landcare people. So it is definitely a community engaged project. I think we've got a lot out of it. I'd like to see it keep going because I think it's been so worthwhile.